Hello everyone, Xile Grayson here, and I did not think I was going to do this video, and I, I've tried recording a couple of times because of the whole subject matter, and I've been trying not be as so opinionated, but it's something so ingrained in my gaming culture and the things that I grew up with as a child that it's going to be very difficult. So if I suddenly go on a rant, hopefully you can understand the reason why. So today it's been announced that Warner Brothers, a company that I detest, has shut down one of the greatest FPS creators in the last 30 years. They dominated the 90s, they dominated the year 2000 or the 2000s with games such as the first game I ever played of theirs was Blood. Blood is a Wild West game, or a Weird West game. Very horror based. It was released around at the same time as Duke Nukem on the build engine, and you play as a undead cowboy on the tale of revenge, taking down the people that killed his wife, and you are fighting different things from hellhounds, giant spiders, cult people, and zombies where you can kick the heads around. But it was mainly filled with pop culture references, like quotes from Simpsons Tree as a Horror. You had The Crow mentions. You have levels based on things like Dawn of the Dead, Evil Dead, The Shining, and they then worked on a game called No One's Forever, which is a espionage FPS where you play as the female agent Kate Archer, who works with the group of Unity to fight the evil organization Harm in the 1960s, where you had different types of items that you could use, such as lipstick bombs, such as explosive incendiaries, flash bombs, but you also had perfumes as well, such as poison gas, sleeping gas, and acid. And she'd had a hair clip that could be used as a lockpick, but also as a poisoned knife. And then they did Condemned, they did Fear, and the only Lord of the Rings property that I actually sought out to play and have played both, and that is Shadows of Mordor with the Nemesis system, one of the best systems I've ever played in a video game. And it's a shame that it was patented, probably by Warner Brothers themselves, because we know what they are like. And they then made them go and work on a game called Wonder Woman, which has been very, very difficult for them to work on. And I don't know why they got them to work on it with the back catalogue that they've worked on. But because of their stupid decisions of them working on this game, and Warner Brothers, saying why not they're going to work on a different project. Now, Warner Brothers has shut down Monolith Productions as of today. And it's upsetting to me because, like I said, with all that history, it's such a shame that I've been looking on Twitter and I'm seeing all the boomer shooters such as G-Man Lives and Night Dive Studios and Dylan, who works on Gloomwood, and New Blood Interactive. We've all been just so heartbroken by the news, and it's such a shame. And I'm hoping someone saves Monolith because it's a foundation. It's such an old company that we've had for 30 years. That's 3 decades, and it's with a lineup like that, and there's a lot of games that still haven't been remastered. You still can't get on PC, and you can't run them on modern platforms. I mean, No One Is Forever, you still cannot get anywhere. You can't get it on Steam, you can't get it on GOG, you cannot get it anywhere. The only way you can get it is either by buying it on eBay, which is going to be a really ridiculous amount because it's now a collector's item, or by pirating the game. And then you have to download a fan-made patch to get it to work on modern systems. And it still doesn't look good, it's not running 100%. Whereas Blood, we were lucky to have the first Blood remade to work on modern systems thanks to Night Dive Studios, and the best port, even though it hasn't got the original source code, which for some reason they won't give. It's a good port. It works on modern systems, and it's the way. I mean, everything you see me play right now is through that port. Even though I've added a few mods, just to make it more, more varied. But No One Is Forever is a game that I've been really missing, and I think it's a good game that I'm surprised Monolith hasn't tried to do right now, because I think, there's, in the political climate, the way things are, it's a pretty good game, and it was a pretty good story. It is the female equivalent to James Bond, and it would have been perfect, but no. Warner Brothers shut it down, and I don't understand how Warner Brothers is still going. I mean, literally, they've hired a guy to run their new DC universe, which is very questionable for some of the things that he's done. Obviously, they've defended people who, again, questionable. Ezra Miller for one, Amber Heard another, and fired other people that didn't deserve to be fired. They've shut down projects that just didn't need to be shut down, while they have carried on projects that literally should have been shut down. Flash movie for one. And I was heartbroken by the news that the fact they've shut Monolith down. So I wasn't really interested with Superman. I was going to give it the benefit of the doubt, but now I am not. I'm not going to touch any of the Warner Brother products, and I'm just going to play the games that Monolith left for us, because they did leave us a grand legacy, and I hope that people try and look at those games with fondness, and I hope they get inspiration and inspire to make games that Monolith would have made. And it's just sad to me. Like, I am literally heartbroken by the fact of this. It's like, if I would feel the same if ID Studios got shut down. I don't think it will, because, to be honest, the Doom games have been amazing, and they're still good to this day. They've been the best FPSs I've been playing for a while. And I would have preferred it if Warner Brothers just suddenly gave them their independence, let Monolith go and work on the projects they want to work on. They've got that legacy. They should be allowed to work on those games. And I'm hoping there's a company. I mean, Microsoft has been saying they want to try and keep those legacies alive, and I'm hoping Microsoft see this and go, right, we've got to save this studio. How can we, keep it going? And I mean, then their own EA. Not EA, Activision. And Activision were part of the No One Is Forever. So if they can get that and, work with Disney, we could get a No One Is Forever game again. And maybe give it to Night Dive Studios, because they really want to work on it. So yeah, it's such a sad thing. Like, if you've been seeing on Twitter for what we posted the other day, Xiled Ones is part of Neo Entertainment, and Neo Entertainment is trying to be like those companies from the 90s and the 2000s, where things were unapologetic, and things were made for the sake of making things. It wasn't there to make profit or any of those things. They were there just to make fun products. And Monolith was one of those things that were an inspiration. Like, when Zedhead comes along, Zedhead is going to be using the same type of game of principles that Monolith would have done. It's the same with like Doom, and we're trying to keep to that, like the 90s boom shooter days, because they were fun times and games were really cool, and they had style. I mean, seriously, I've never seen a game like Blood. I've never seen a game like No One Is Forever. And I mean, Condemned, someone's tried to make a spiritual version of it, and it's pretty good. But yeah, so I was going to try and be unapologetic, but fuck Warner Brothers. And yeah, rest in peace, Monolith Productions. So please like, comment, subscribe, follow the link in the descriptions. That'll take you to all our social media platforms. And yeah, stay safe, my Xile friends. Laters.